Let's talk about relationship red flags. These are the warning signs that can indicate deeper issues in a relationship. Recognizing them early can help you address problems before they become insurmountable. Welcome back to our channel. We're so glad to have you here with us today. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: the worst things you can say to your spouse. These phrases can cause significant harm and create rifts that are hard to mend. It's important to be mindful of our words and how they affect our partners. You know, in relationships, words are powerful. They have the ability to convey love, support, and understanding, but they can also inflict pain and create distance. It's all about how we choose to communicate. They can build each other up, or they can tear each other down. A single thoughtless comment can linger in someone's mind for years, affecting their self-esteem and the overall health of the relationship. And let me tell you something. After years of working with couples, I've seen firsthand how damaging certain phrases can be. Words like "you always" or "you never" can make your partner feel attacked and unappreciated. It's crucial to communicate in a way that fosters understanding and connection. Stay tuned to learn how to avoid these common pitfalls and keep your relationship strong. We'll be sharing practical tips and real-life examples to help you navigate the complexities of communication in your relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and open communication. Let's work together to create a loving and supportive environment for you and your partner. Let's talk about the phrase "you always." It's a phrase that can be more damaging than you might think. When you use absolutes like always or never, you're basically putting your spouse in a box. These words can make your partner feel trapped and misunderstood. Think about it. Does your partner always leave their socks on the floor? Or is it just something that happens from time to time? Or is it maybe sometimes occasionally? By using the word always, you're ignoring the times when they do pick up their socks. When you use always, you're not seeing the whole picture, and you're definitely not giving your partner the benefit of the doubt. You're focusing on the negative and ignoring the positive. This kind of language makes your partner feel like they can't do anything right, and that's a recipe for resentment. Over time, this can erode the trust and love in your relationship. Instead of using absolutes, try to be more specific about what bothers you. For example, instead of saying, "you always leave your socks on the floor," you could say, "I've noticed that sometimes you leave your socks on the floor, and it bothers me." This way, you're addressing the issue without making your partner feel attacked. You're opening up a dialogue rather than shutting it down. Communication is key in any relationship. By being mindful of the words you use, you can foster a more understanding and supportive environment. Remember, your partner is not perfect, and neither are you. But by working together and communicating effectively, you can build a stronger, more loving relationship. So next time you're tempted to use the phrase, "you always," take a step back and think about how you can express your feelings in a more constructive way. Your relationship will thank you for it. After all, it's the little things that make a big difference in the long run. Be kind, be patient, and always strive to understand each other better. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being right, it's about being happy together. So let's stop cornering our spouses with absolutes and start building a more compassionate and understanding relationship. Similar to always, throwing around never is like throwing a bucket of ice water on any efforts your partner might be making. Maybe you say, "You never do the dishes." Well, first of all, is that really true? Did they maybe load the dishwasher last week and you just conveniently forgot? Even if they haven't been pulling their weight, saying never completely invalidates any attempt they might make in the future. It's like you're saying, "Why bother? They'll never notice anyway." Instead of using absolutes like never or always, try to be more specific and constructive in your feedback. For example, you could say, "I noticed the dishes have been piling up lately. Can we work on this together?" This approach not only addresses the issue, but also opens up a dialogue for cooperation and understanding. It shows that you recognize their efforts and are willing to work as a team. Creating a shared responsibility list can also help in managing household chores more effectively. This way, both partners are aware of their duties and can hold each other accountable in a positive manner. Remember, the goal is to build each other up, not tear each other down. By avoiding negative absolutes, you create a more supportive and loving environment for both of you. So, next time you're tempted to say you never, take a moment to think about how you can phrase it more constructively. Your relationship will be stronger for it, and you'll both feel more appreciated and understood. After all, it's the little things that make a big difference in a relationship. So let's focus on building each other up and recognizing the efforts we both make every day. Because in the end, it's about growing together and making each other feel valued and loved. The classic "I told you so." This one is just dripping with smugness, isn't it? Nobody likes to be wrong, but rubbing it in their face isn't going to make things better. When you say "I told you so," you're not being helpful, you're being condescending. You're essentially saying, "I'm smarter than you and I knew better all along." That kind of attitude is a surefire way to create distance and resentment in your relationship. Listen, comparing your spouse to someone else is like taking a sledgehammer to their self-esteem. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even worse, your ex, these comparisons are incredibly hurtful. Your spouse is their own person, with their own strengths and weaknesses. When you say, "Why can't you be more romantic like so-and-so?" you're basically saying, "I don't accept you for who you are." And that's a dangerous message to send in a relationship. Here's the thing about emotions. They're valid even if you don't understand them. When your spouse is upset about something, telling them they're overreacting is like saying their feelings don't matter. It's dismissive and invalidating. Instead of trying to minimize their feelings, try to understand where they're coming from. Even if you don't agree with their reaction, you can still validate their emotions. Let's be honest. Has telling someone to calm down ever actually made them calm down? Probably not. In fact, it usually has the opposite effect. When someone is already upset, telling them to calm down feels like you're dismissing their feelings and telling them they're not allowed to be upset. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Instead of trying to control their emotions, try to be a source of support. Listen, relationships are a two-way street. When problems arise, it's rarely ever just one person's fault. Pointing fingers and playing the blame game is only going to create more conflict and resentment. Instead of focusing on who's to blame, focus on finding a solution together. Take responsibility for your part in the issue and work together as a team to fix it. You know, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. And in a relationship, indifference can be deafening. When you say "I don't care" to your spouse, you're essentially saying, "You don't matter to me," you're shutting down communication and pushing them away. Even if you don't particularly care about the topic at hand, make an effort to engage with your partner and show them that you care about their thoughts and feelings. Bringing up your spouse's parents, especially in a negative light, is a low blow. It's one thing to have issues with your in-laws, but it's another thing entirely to project those issues onto your spouse. When you say, "You're just like your mother/father," you're not addressing the actual issue at hand. You're bringing up past hurts and unresolved family baggage. Look, divorce is a serious matter. It's not something you throw around lightly in the heat of an argument. When you use divorce as a weapon, you're essentially holding your relationship hostage. You're creating a climate of fear and insecurity. If you're seriously considering divorce, then that's a conversation you need to have with your spouse, calmly and respectfully. But don't you dare use it as a way to manipulate or control your partner. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship advice. Remember, words have power. Use them to build each other up, not tear each other down. See you next time.